Hey guys, it's Will. So as you can see, we've still got the background that is getting built out. I think these cabinets should be done today. We'll see how it is, but thanks for the patience on the remodel. Today we're going into Rocket Lab stock, and we've been covering it for a couple months. We've actually started investing in it back in $3 a share. I have a friend, one of my best friends, should be going to Mammoth this next week to do a camping trip with. He works at Rocket Lab, which is super cool. But anyway, when it comes to the chart, let's take a look. We know before we get into it, just taking a look at the space tech industry, how about that? We see huge recoveries in the space tech industry, and also the revenues they're seeing are starting to become real world usage in these space companies. It's not like it was 5, 10 years ago. There's a lot of real world usage in these stocks. Now, when it comes to the market, it's growing fast. They're seeing more contracts, more commercial use, and we got some drawings here for Rocket Lab. We had this overall uptrend that it was holding. It had corrected back down to about $15 a share by April after peaking out at the beginning of the year in January at $33. So we saw it start to build this momentum, started to push up, and we were looking for this resistance to get met at about 32.90, somewhere in here, and it's at $33 now. So we saw it reach this resistance. Do we see it continue? Well, I think so. It's possible that we see it continue more, but at the same time, you do have a resistance level pretty strong on the chart here at $33 right here. So we'll see if we can break above. What we're watching is this previous resistance, possibly a sell down to $30 before a continuation. And when it comes to the RSI, the MACD, they're looking very overbought at the moment. You can start to see this push up, overbought. It started to push up, got a little rejected today at that $34 price point. So the next kind of hyperbole trend would be kind of continuing these lines. You see these lines up here? That would put it up in that $40 to $50 range up here. If we continue that one, I think it's kind of hard to see on the chart, but most likely into this $35 range, which in that instance would put the profit margins at another 5 to 10%. But risk looks a little higher on the shorter term. We talk about the long term, right? We want the long term value to build, and that's a big key for any trade, short term, medium term, long term, that the intrinsic value is looking good. When Rocket Lab started to get a lot of momentum in the last year, it was widely known that they're end to end. They build their solar cells, they build their semiconductors, they build all the materials that go into their rocket. They even use carbon composite material for carbon fiber for their rocket, which is more expensive to manufacture than steel. But I imagine the costs have gone down since they do it themselves. And also, they end up saving money on other materials when they use the carbon, so they don't spend as much money on the payload, because when you're launching a rocket that is carbon fiber, for example, it's going to be made up of maybe 3D printed things and things like that. That indicates that they're going to be lighter. So the payload's going to be lighter. So the actual cost on payload will be cheaper. So it kind of evens out. We know that they, as of recently, have launched for Black Sky. They launched for a lot of different companies that are commercial. So if you look at their missions they've recently launched, you got Black Sky, you got Kanice here, which is a lot of satellites going into space, similar to SpaceX or Starlink. They also can book launches via the website. So if you wanted to do a launch, I could tell them everything and they'll tell me how much it's going to cost if I want to launch something into space. They have software, they have solar solutions, composite structures, so they're in the manufacturing. And the other piece of their mission that's really going to take them further is their NASA contracts, their government contracts. When NASA came out, got some quotes for getting some rovers to Mars, it was around like 10 to 12 billion dollars was the contracts. Rocket Lab came in and they said, "Hey, we could do it for 2 to 3 billion. We could do it for way less, and it will cost us less money, so you should go with us." So they got some NASA contracts as a result of that ambitious outlook, and they're doing some launches to Mars here, as you can see. And they're also having this launch, I believe, take off from Mars, which is also very interesting. They got a Mars telecommunication orbiter. So they're putting in an orbiter around Mars, I guess, to communicate, as well as their ascent vehicle that launches off from Mars. And these are the types of systems that really increase the value of their company. Think about the companies that are trying to participate in this revolutionary new internet with Starlink. You know that there's a lot of growth there. In fact, AMD is soaring today. They've been soaring for the past couple of weeks. And I think part of the reason why is because they supplied the semiconductors for Starlink. Yeah, they have data centers and things like that. But these are the reasons that Rocket Lab is so valuable. They enable companies similar to how SpaceX works to launch their tech into space. Now, when we're looking at also the Black Sky launch they did, that was a key launch recently. That's a company we're watching and has been on a similar rally. And this is where it gets interesting. If you look at RKLB stock, take a look at their financials. $15 billion market cap. They're still $15 billion. And SpaceX is $250 billion to $300 billion. So is Rocket Lab way undervalued? Can we see them as a $30 to $100 billion company? That's kind of the argument for the extreme bull case, that we do not see it get rejected, that we start to see it continue. And the near term could be volatile, but I think the long term, from an intrinsic value standpoint, seems to be good. When you look at the financials for Rocket Lab, this is where things get a little more choppy. Their annual revenues have increased significantly as they've got more contracts. Their cash balance sheet still has a fair amount of liabilities. So their liabilities at $800 million, which is pretty high. But to see them honestly with more assets than liabilities, to see them actually build that equity even more and get over $1 billion in assets in 2024 is actually a really good indication we could see growth. Revenue's up 78% year over year, which indicates more financial prowess. And when it comes to the volatility we're seeing recently, they ended up shooting and taking this move that we were watching very closely over the past few weeks up into this $34 range. It was about a 37% increase from $24 up to $34. So it's at a key level. What we'll watch for on the bullish side is validating this resistance at $34 as a support, but it hasn't quite broke above. It's an all-time high for Rocket Lab. And if it sells down, then we're going to really watch closely this $30 to $31 price point, as it's a previous resistance, and previous resistance oftentimes will act as a support. So we got to watch there, see if it holds, if it does sell back down. Otherwise, we will be looking to add to more long-term positions. Most likely we'll trade on the short term if we see opportunities presenting themselves. There was this recent dip right here. Looks like pre-market today, which we trade every day at market open. If you guys ever want to be there in StockMate, it's the second link in the description. You get into our daily live trading where we go live every morning. And you also get access to our targets for the week, the earnings, and you even get a free t-shirt when you join. So if you want to watch me trade live and also surround yourself with other like-minded investors, it's a second link down below in the description. And we were trading Rocket Lab, or we're trading this morning, and we did see Rocket Lab. It sold down at market open. These are the dips we see right here, kind of into market open there. It was a 7% swing. So those are very attractive. We ended up trading Tesla. We have some AMDL shares, but really it's been a slower day, except for BBAI surging about 22%. But with our TSLL position on Tesla today, didn't go as well. Yesterday, we made a lot of money because of the robotaxi announcement that played out well. But the shorter term trades, we could expect some volatility. Potentially getting rejected here could be probable. And while I would not like to bet against Rocket Lab, they are at that resistance. So we'll see if they can hold it. The next targets, as we said, $35 a share. That puts them well above $15 billion market cap. And the news continues to grow. If we take a look at their recent investor news, let's see what they got, if they had anything specific come out today. Looks like just a few days ago, they had their new mission. They did have an announcement come out today that Rocket Lab executes responsive reschedule of the Electron manifest to launch next mission in 2 days' time. So they delayed it, it looks like, potentially. They were launching from New Zealand, which is where a lot of the company is based. And you can see that they rescheduled, and the launch window now opens on June 26th is their next launch. As they continue to have some successful launches, just putting them into a greater position to further expand their contracts with companies and continue to build out some of their partnerships with some very notably prestigious companies. They got, of course, NASA. You see Black Sky. You got Geos there. If you go through some of their news, they're always sharing the new partnerships that they have, the new gallery that they have as well, the new photos of their launches, which I find to be super awesome. But here's what we'll be watching is this level. We like the long-term approach with Rocket Lab. We'll continue to monitor it and look for buying the dips as well. Thanks so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. And we just, for a momentary window here, we reopened the virtual stock trading system. It was this past week where we had closed it on Sunday. If you wanted to take a look at the new software we're coming out with, it's starting to get super exciting. It's closed on Sunday, and then we reopened it because I had a lot of messages from you guys. It includes weekly Zoom calls, learn how to find intrinsically valued stocks. Don't waste your time with pump and dumps, but figure out where the growing markets are: AI, quantum, space tech, even a little bit of nuclear. And on top of that, you get the predictive analysis software and a call with myself. My calendar is starting to fill up, which is why we might be closing it soon here. So just keep that in mind. But outside of that, you also get access to our new software as it launches here, the beta for deep asset analysis, as well as a market network where you can identify emerging stocks. That is available for you in the first link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Comment your thoughts on Rocket Lab down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.